For sure. Okay, so in terms of Pappy just blowing up and stuff, like where, like at what level had he basically gotten to by the point that he ended up passing? Like, what was your perspective on his career and where your whole team was at in the weeks or the months like leading up to this, like in terms of how far along in his career he was or where his mind state was at the time that he passed?
By that time, like it was like everybody around him was telling him like, man, it's either gonna be you finna rap or you finna be in the street, cause you can only do one, you know what I'm saying? And he was getting to that point where he was getting big, you know what I'm saying, with this rap shit, you know what I'm saying? And real big in the street too, you know what I'm saying? Like the police was developing a strong dislike for him, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like a strong hatred for him because innocent people's lives was getting taken, you know what I'm saying? His name was getting thrown around, you know what I'm saying? So it was just a lot of animosity from a lot of sides, you know what I'm saying? But the music was there, you know what I'm saying? And he could take that shit serious and he was finna go, you know what I'm saying? And right around the time he got killed, it was when he was telling everybody he was finna get signed, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was saying June 15th, that's all I'm waiting for. Like, I'm finna go out there, it's coming, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Wow, so you had a big trip to LA planned and everything?
Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy. So, okay, how did you find out? Or what was that moment like when you got the call or what happened?
Man, I had my phone on Do Not Disturb, you know what I'm saying? I was on the run at that time, you know what I'm saying? So I had my phone on Do Not Disturb. I was in Texas, and my sister just woke me up crying out of my sleep. You know
What were you on the run for?
A shooting, you know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker basically implicated me in the shooting, and the police was trying to harass me. So
you just
but
wanted
they
to get
already
out of
had let
town?
me go. I had, you know what I'm saying? I already got proven that I didn't do this, you know what I'm saying? But they was just trying to rearrest me for this shit because they had a motherfucker saying willing to say that I did it, you know what I'm saying? So I went on the run, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that, y'all ain't finna lock me up for shit. But yeah, I was on the run, my sister woke me up crying, you know what I'm saying? They told me Pappy dead. Oh damn, what the fuck? Like, that shit just like threw me off. And the first thing I could do is just look at my phone and I just had like 500 missed calls, like literally like 500 missed calls. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, it's like 3, 4 in the morning though. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so the first thing I do is just go on Facebook, like, and went on his page and just seen the article, like, damn, like, this shit true, you know what I'm saying? Like, I called my brother, and then he was just like, man, bro, like, I'm sorry, like, Pappy gone, you feel me? And I just hung up, you feel me? And I was just in shock, you feel me? Like, I didn't even cry, like, till I got on the plane, you know what I'm saying? And came back, like, I was just like, damn, bro, like, that shit was just crazy. I don't really know how to describe the feeling, you know what I'm saying? It just changed my whole perspective on a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying?
I know you lost a lot of people, but was this like the first person you were super close with who passed?
Yeah, that's the closest person around that time that got killed to me, but Two Cups, he was close because he was like real close with my brothers, you know what I'm saying? And I was real close with my brothers around that time, so I was always in the mix with him and Pooh Bear, and you know what I'm saying? Like all the people that my brother was close with, I usually had like some closely related ties to them because I always go around them, you know what I'm saying? When my brothers weren't around and shit like that. So when they was getting killed, that shit did have an effect on me too. But when Pappy got killed, that was like my everyday nigga, you know what I'm saying? This is my big brother actually, like before any of that, but this is my everyday, you know what I'm saying, person, you know what I'm saying? So that shit had a real effect on me, like what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that was the closest person around that time, you know what I'm saying? Then it just started getting closer and closer and closer and closer and closer, you know what I'm saying? My older brother actually ended up getting shot in the same year, you know what I'm saying, 9 times, and he survived that though, you know what I'm saying? And that shit was just crazy as fuck too, cause he almost died. Like he was in the hospital for like 6 months behind that shit, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, it was steady motherfuckers that were just closely around us, you know what I'm saying? Like steady getting killed, you know what I'm saying? Like from around the time my brother got killed, because it was just like, really just like a real war zone on the whole north side at that point, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of motherfuckers was just getting killed from then to now, you know what I'm saying? Just like a lot of motherfuckers done lost their life to this shit, you know what I'm saying? It just like, they all was close motherfuckers, yeah.
Right. So you weren't worried about coming back for the funeral at that point, even though you're on the run?
Hell no, fuck them, like,
Right.
it's my whole brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even want to go back on the run, like, after that shit, you know what I'm saying? But I knew I had to. I only stayed in Chicago for like 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I gotta go, because they was gonna start coming, you know what I'm saying, looking for a motherfucker.
So you took off, but then did you end up coming back, or?
Yeah, the motherfucker who was trying to come to court on me, killed himself in a car accident. So I came back, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when I got locked up for my first gun case.
Oh wow! Right when you got back?
No, not right when I got back, but like that same summer.
Right. So how did that change things after Pappy passed though? Like what changed in your mind? Like and it seems like you made the best out of it in the sense that you started rapping and like decided
Right.
that you really needed to be the one to keep his name alive. But at the same time, were you just like absolutely absorbed with like rage and sadness when it happened? Like how did you get out of whatever mental state that put you into?
Man, I just knew I had to stay strong for my family, first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Because I got a lot of women in my family, 4 sisters, and then my mama, my grandma, you know what I'm saying? And then like one of the men just got took out the family, so I knew I had to stay strong for them, you know what I'm saying? And that was just the biggest responsibility that I was trying to, you know what I'm saying, embrace, you know what I'm saying? But it just really affected me because that was one of my role models, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, for him to lose his life, you know what I'm saying? Like that just really like, fucked my whole understanding up because I just never thought something like that would happen, you know what I'm saying? Especially this being my flesh and blood, you know what I'm saying? Same mom, same dad, you know what I'm saying? So that shit just was wild. And then I'm his only little brother, you know what I'm saying? So he really felt like he had to, you know what I'm saying, take me under his wing and teach me everything it is that I needed to know, you know what I'm saying, to become a man, you know what I'm saying? It just like, he didn't even get to finish doing that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what fucked my whole understanding up about everything. Like, now I have to, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I don't have other brothers, but like, this was your job. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what you expressed to me, you know what I'm saying? And you left in the midst of doing that. Like, that's what fucked my whole understanding up. Like, so now I really have to learn this shit for myself and what I think that you would be teaching me, you know what I'm saying? And get out here and try to learn this shit on my own. And that's how everything really changed, you know what I'm saying?
So had you been rapping prior to that?
No. Like,
Really?
I didn't, no.
And you never even really thought about it, or because everybody who makes beats got to rap a little bit just to have
like,
something to put on the beats, right?
I did when I was like young, before I ever started making beats. Like when I first like, I was like 7 probably. I was like, fuck it, I want to start rapping with my brothers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then I started trying to do that shit, and I was just like, nah, like, that shit ain't right, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I told my dad, like, shit, I don't know how to rap. He like, how you don't know how to rap? Like, and then he was like, what ran with Ken? And I was like, shit, Fan. He was like, all right, well, you know how to rap, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then shit, I just, like, fuck that shit. I don't want to rap, you know what I'm saying? Then when my brother got killed, like, and I was just like, yeah. Now it's like, but it was like not directly after, you know what I'm saying? It just took a little second, like probably like 8 months after my brother got killed. I really like made the decision in my head, like, man, I think I'm gonna start rapping, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just really do that shit, you feel me, for bro, you feel me? And then I didn't do it though. I just wrote a few raps, and then I was like, damn, this shit low key kind of raw, you feel me? Like, I just like try to think like, what would Pappy say, you feel me? Like, think of some shit like, I bet, write that shit down. But like, I never rap on my own beats for some reason. Like, it's just like, I couldn't rap to my own beats. Like, I couldn't even bring myself to do that because I just feel like, man, all these beats is for Pappy. Like, you feel me? So I never rapped on my own beats. Like, them and still to this day, only a couple of my own beats. But yeah, I just started writing shit, and then like, almost like before it was a year after he got killed, I went to the studio, you feel me, and I recorded my first song, Letter to Pappy, you feel me, and I dropped that shit. And that shit went crazy, like, over crazy, and I was just like, damn, they fucking with this shit, you feel me, I bet. Like, nah, I know I really got to do this shit. I can't really look back at this point. And then but before I had dropped it, I had sent it to my sister, my brothers, my family first, you feel me, and then a few of my homies, and they were just like, damn, yeah, like, this how you coming, you going crazy, this shit raw, like, for this to even be your first song, like, this shit raw, like, this shit better than niggas' songs right now, you know what I'm saying, like, and I'm just like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying, so I started to take that shit serious, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy too because, you know, in a lot of cities, you might have somebody pass away and they don't have that many people who are like relevant artists who pass away from that city. But in Chicago, it's kind of like you're at risk of there just being so many up and coming artists who pass that it's like, you know, if you don't keep somebody's name alive, then you kind of run the risk that the city might not necessarily like, they're not necessarily going to do it unless you're the one doing it. Was that kind of part of the feeling?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I already knew, like, my homies, you know what I'm saying? They was rapping too, you know what I'm saying? My boy Chemo started rapping, you feel me? Like, and he was blowing up, you feel me? My big brother B Double was rapping, my homie Bang, Moosey, when he got killed though, you know what I'm saying? Right around the same time as my brother. And so they was rapping and they was going crazy, but it just like, man, like I just felt like the responsibility fell on me. Like at the end of the day, like I had to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just my brother was just talking to me like, man, like you gotta do this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just came to that conclusion like I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? Because who else gonna really like I won't feel right with nobody else doing it but me. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like he still gets the amount of respect that he deserves in the city and shit? Like, do you still hear his music played enough
Hell
and stuff?
yeah, man. To this day, like, man, he got that respect for sure. Like, cause every motherfucker already know, like, he damn near the best motherfucker to ever do this shit. You feel me? Like, out the city. You feel me? So that's everybody understanding. Like, man, like, if he was here, he'd be the best. Like, that's what everybody tell you in Chicago.
Another classic interview in the books. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and head on over to nojumper.com to support. Appreciate y'all.